Howdy folks, and welcome to another episode with me, Throwlash, on the Just Create SMP. This is episode, I don't know, like 9 or something like that. We are getting up there, ladies and gentlemen, on the episode numbers, which means we'll be having a video here pretty soon. A full-length feature film of the last 10 episodes. Ooh, Bessie, I can't wait. Anyways, we're here in the shopping district because we got some new stuff. There's all sorts of new stuff all over the place. This is a laundromat by Eggs. I don't know if I showed this off yet, but oh my gosh, it's genius. Who builds a laundromat in Minecraft? Like, it's such a good idea. But anyways, essentially it's the dial mat. Utility at its finest. I can't with this guy. So essentially what you do is you come in, you put your diamond in, and then it dyes stuff for you using liquid dyes. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Genius idea, Eggs. Friggin' love that guy. And then over here we have Mr. Beard's stones. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You want to buy some stone products? You can do that here. And then there's that guy. You got a name? Oh man, I thought it'd be like Clemmy or something like that. Jeez. Anyways, so that's the new stuff. Let's glide on over to the new stuff, which isn't built yet. Yeah, not quite yet. And that's because today, Stam and I are going to be doing a little bit of stuff together, and this one over here is going to be run just by little old me. Just me. That's right. I want to put a shop in. I have no product for the shop yet, but I put another shop over here with Stam, and I think Stam is going to do the exterior of the build, and I'm going to do the interior of the build. And we've actually already built the farm for it as well, and I will show you that footage pretty soon. Yeah. And then over here on this gigantic stretch of whatever the heck I've decided, I don't know why I decided to take the whole place. Anyways, I'm gonna put a cafe in. I'm gonna put a little cafe. I did a live stream recently, and you can find me over at twitch.tv/throwlash_. I'll put a link in the description, and you should see it on your screen right now. Watch out, I won't get caught on fire by the torch. Anyways, chat came up with a really great idea for my leaves shop, right? My leaves shop. Yeah, I can make tea. I can make it a tea shop, a little tea cafe, and sell my leaves in there, but also sell builder's tea, right? Isn't that genius? So the only thing you need for builder's tea is water, milk, and leaves. Genius. So I'm gonna sell leaves and tea. We're gonna have a little cafe right here. It's gonna be adorable. But before we get into our stuff today, we are gonna name some pillagers about it. We've got Dillian and Dallian. And between Mr. Dilly and Mr. Dally, Dilly Dally, Dillian, Dallian, and all that sort of stuff, it was the top suggested names by far. So over here we have Dillian, and then right over here we have Dallian. Perfect. We'll find a use for these pillagers at some point. And my favorite thing is after they break their crossbows and they're pathfinding to you, they just stick their arms up. It looks like they want uppies. Come in, uppies. Yay. So funny. Oh my gosh. Actually, I have a job for Mr. Dillian right now. Dillian can drive our bus. There you go, buddy. Dallian, don't worry, we'll get you a job as well. Honestly, I'm thinking of swapping out the blaze burner up here in our storage thing. Have a little buddy just sitting right there. Mr. Dallian, buddy. Hey folks, for this next bit, I kind of accidentally forgot to hit record while I was building a farm with Stam. Oopsie daisies. So here's my my replay footage of it while I talk over it. Cause hey, who doesn't love hearing my voice? Anyways. Sorry. We started building this from the ground up, starting with storage and a place for the minecarts to go and the frogs to sit, surrounding the frog area with glass and placing chains, so that way the magmas can drop down to the frogs. Then we hired a little iron golem buddy and made all of the spawning platforms for the magma cubes, surrounding those in glass as well, and then ghast-proofing it with glass. And here's what we're working with at this point. Stam put all the frogs in, and we have a little AFK platform up that you can't see right now, but it's up there, I promise. And then in here, look at this, we've been AFKing for a little bit. We got a whole bunch of frog lights and other stuff in here. Getting a lot of magma creams, which, hey, I'm not upset about. But look at all these froggy boys. Oh my god, little froggies. And we were running into a bit of an issue. I had to put an entire platform up here, and I had to put chains around these guys because the magma creams were hopping along over here, and they could actually hit the golems. It looks like a couple of them. One of them still has some damage on them. Either that or I just haven't fixed them up yet. But I've run this for a little while now, and I didn't think that they were getting any damage on them, so that's good. But yeah, if I'm just gonna free cam all the way up here, I don't feel like going up there. Just free cam all the way up here. We got a little AFK platform, and I'll spend a little time AFKing at this farm sometime soon. Yeah. But if you want to figure out what this is for, it was for the frogs. Just, go watch Stam's video. Stam's incredible. Again, thanks, Stam, buddy, for, building this with me. It was really fun. And I did have a plan for a more Create-esque frog light farm, but I gotta be honest, Sam and I were talking about it, and this one's way faster. It's way faster, it's easier to build, and it just, I don't know, it just works better. So I don't think a ton of people are going to be buying frog lights, unfortunately. So we just decided to go with this one. It was easy to build. It's going to get us a ridiculous amount of frog lights. So we went with that. But let me know if you guys are interested in the one that I made. It essentially used the magma cream spawners and all that sort of stuff in order to, you know, get the things to spawn, and then belts and saws and all that sort of stuff. It was just unnecessary, but it was Create. So if you're interested, let me know, and maybe I'll show it off one day. Anyways, back to Lagville. So Stam said that he's going to build the actual shop. We got to do the interiors, but we'll get to that later. There's another shop that I want to be building today. Well, I've got the schematic in. I have a material checklist. I got a little schematic cannon in here right now, and I got 13 pages of material checklist that I need to go get. Oh my goodness, this is going to be insane. I got to go just craft so many things, so many things. I don't even think it's all going to fit in 4 shulker boxes sitting around this schematic cannon. Now, ladies and gents, if you know how I can get more than just 4 shulker boxes around a schematic cannon, please, what is that over there? Oh. Okay. Looks like some people are fighting against non-renewable energy. Good for them. Good for those people. Anyways, if you know how I can get more than 4, and goodness gracious, if you know how I can get more than 4 inventories around a schematic cannon, that would be very helpful, because gosh, I hope we have enough space around this thing. I gotta be honest. But anyways, I'm gonna go grab all the materials that I need for this thing, and we'll go ahead and get it blasted into the world. And look at what we have here. Oh my gosh, I think this place is absolutely adorable. Look at our little corner cafe. Look at how cute this is. And we got some advertisement space in the top as well, just in case. I think this is where we're going to put the kitchen. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. I need some minecarts and some other stuff to put in here. But man, oh man, am I super happy with how this turned out. I'm just going to hit a little cheaty-free cam so that way we can see the whole thing in all of its beautiful glory. The top is a little squished, but I figured that's where I'm going to put all of my storage, right? So I'm not too worried about it. And it could use some leaves. We'll get some greenery around, because this is going to be a leaf shop and maybe even a wood shop up top. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, we have our little cafe and our little leaf shop on the bottom. This is absolutely adorable, right next to Stam and my frog life shop. Isn't this awesome? This looks so cool. Stam did such a good job with this. I have to do the interior. I'll probably get that done here next. But man, I'm so happy with how this turned out. I got 2 little shops in one. Now, if we head on inside, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing on the inside. There's nothing upstairs either. I don't have any of that figured out quite yet. We'll get there. And one other thing that I want to do is I actually have a design for, what are these, the escape ladders? Fire escape sort of thing, so we'll get to that later as well. But what I'd like to do first is I'd like to put a little sign up. There we go, Throws, Leaves, and Wood Shop coming soon. If I had a fancy name on it, nobody would have any idea what I'm trying to sell. But yeah, oh man, it's so adorable. I can't get over it. But that is gonna have to wait for just a little bit. I promised Sam that I would get working on the interior here, so we gotta do that. Looks like this is all I got to work with. Oh no, okay, cool. We're cool. And essentially what I've done so far is I've pulled a Stam and I cut the room in half, right? So Stam usually says like, hey, if you're dealing with a big empty space, split it up, and then it'll work out a little bit better for you. And what we can do now is we can actually have like a little, the teller, I guess, can be sitting back here. We can have the counter come across this way, and then here is going to be all of our shop front, essentially. We could even have the counter wrap around like this, and it'll give us more space for shop front. Now, I think what we're going to do is right when you walk in, the counter will be here, and then we'll just have shelves of stuff. And then over here, we can have where you can actually buy the 4 different frog lights. 4? 3? I think it's 3. I don't really know how many there are. I gotta be honest. I could probably look that up. There's 3. We got 3 frog lights. Jeepers. I'm the best at this. So only having 3 frog lights, we really, you know, there's only 3 things to display. That's not too bad. And I have a whole bunch of different supplies over here. And what I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna make the tablecloths for this. So I want one not there. I want one here, here, and I guess the third one can go there. So there's our 3 frog light little shelf things. I guess they kind of look like they have faces on them, don't they? A little eyeball there, a little eyeball there. We've got a little mouth going across the bottom. Look at them little faces. Anyways, that's where we're gonna put our frog lights to sell, and then we'll have our counter going. The counter I think I want to make out of iridium. I think maybe holding the counter up we can put this in. Is that too chunky? That feels too chunky. Let's get rid of that. And I think for the output, we'll just have a barrel right there. And a nice cyan seat for our little teller to sit on. And I think we might use a frog for this. I feel like that's going to be the most appropriate use. Which means our seat might actually have to go up here. We'll try it down there and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And I think I'm going to line the counter with these copycat slices. And essentially what that's going to let us do is it's going to let us have this neon bar, more or less. Kind of like what Stam did with the outside of this thing up here. Look at this. Little neon lights here. Isn't that fantastic? And I have no idea why, but I really want this nylium in here for some reason. I'm going with like a teal theme. I don't know if you can tell. It's probably a little bit too much, to be honest. Well, I got a little carried away. That happens to me. It happens to me literally all the time. Anyways, you walk in. I feel like there's still a couple things missing, and it is a mess in here, and I kind of wanted it to be a mess. But we've got these little neon lights going across here. We got neon lights going up there and up there. And then behind here, we've got more lights. And I'm just like kind of showing uses for the frog lights here, right? A little thing of drawers. We got a little eye blossom. And I'm curious if at night this will open. I don't know if it's going to open while it's in the little flower pot there. Still don't have a frog yet. We'll get there. Don't worry. Got to pick up here. His name is Paul Revere. And over here, we have a phone, a little telephone, you know, just in case. And then it's sparse. It's really sparse. But I feel like it needs like a custom painting here, like maybe some sort of weird cyberpunky painting or something like that. Ooh, it's getting nighttime. I wonder if this thing will open. That's wow. That was incredible timing. I'm gonna go sleep now. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty darn great in here. Yeah, this either needs a painting or something. I'm not really entirely sure what to put there. And I don't know what we're gonna be selling these for yet. Obviously diamonds, I'm not sure how much. And back here we are growing up our little stock dude guy. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this came out. I think it looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. And Stam just did such a good job with an exterior. This is really incredible work. Thanks, Stam. All right, Stam's online. Let's go tell him we finished the interior of the shop. And there's some new developments here as well. Oh my gosh, look at this place. This is gorgeous. What is that? Oh, it's got like a little walkway on it. Hello? Hey, Stam! Oh my gosh, you're Steve.
Hi. I'm Steve?
You're Steve!
Oh, not for me.
That's hilarious.
I am Steve.
I even took Steve. Oh, so I took Steve off of my wings. So now, obviously, it went onto you. So now you're Jack Black. Look at you go.
Yep, I'm Jack Black. All along.
Okay, reloading. Hello.
Am I still Steve?
Chunks. Where are my chunks? No, you're Stam now. Hey.
Whee!
Oh, that's hilarious. Anyways, I did the interior of the shop, but there's a wall in it now.
Wasn't there a wall in it before?
There was, but I tore it down.
Oh.
Did you need the wall there?
No. No.
I tore the wall down and built the whole interior here. Let's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
like,
so
why is there like half an interior now?
I don't know what happened. That's really weird. Oh no.
Oh wait. You didn't build it back?
No.
Oh. Wait, what?
I wonder if maybe there was some sort of chunk error or something like that, and it just plopped it back in.
Yeah, there might have been. Yeah, because it's back here as well, I think.
Yeah, I tore that out too.
Interesting.
Huh.
Is there anything else that's...
But I mean,
oh, wait, I know why.
Oh, you built it
before I schematic cannoned in the entire thing. That makes sense, actually.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. What's back
looking great, though.
Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate.
I'm just gonna move that up one look.
Yeah, fair enough. So there are a couple things that I'll have to fix, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Other than that,
Yep, sorry.
No, it's all right, dude. It's good to go.
It's looking really good. And yeah, and then we got to figure out a price.
Oh yeah, fair. Totally fair. I was thinking like a diamond or two per stack, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking like a diamond per stack.
All right, cool. Good. I
Or
was
maybe
like,
even
sometime
two.
I'm too generous, but I'm glad you're kind of in the same boat.
I mean, why don't we start with 2 diamonds, and if no one sells it or buys it, we can always lower.
Okay, yeah,
Why?
yeah. I like that plan.
All right, cool. Well, I can probably set up the shop a little later, just to have it all running.
Sure.
Shouldn't be too hard. I think I actually have everything nearly on me, because I just set up mine.
Yeah, dude, this
Just
is
gotta find my
incredible, by the
toolboxes.
way.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. I can't wait for the little walkway path, dude. I love balconies. I love
Yeah,
walkways.
I built the walkway, and then now I realized it's probably going to be employee only. It's like...
Oh, yeah, yep.
Sorry. So it's like this, and then you have the staff only thing here. And it would probably be the same owners that owns the store I'm going to build on the other side here.
That's super funny. But hey, at least the staff can get to their respective workstations.
At least the staff can get there, right?
Exactly. You gotta be like top dollar to walk on this walkway, you know? I feel
Yes,
privileged
yes,
right
top
now.
dollar.
Yeah.
Top dollar. Right, well then cheers, lovely Throwlash.
Cool. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, if you need help setting anything up, just let me know. But I'm pretty sure I left everything upstairs empty, so...
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. All right, man, this was great.
All right, well, bye, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was fun. I enjoyed. Now we have frog lights to build with, so that's also good.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm gonna use them a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Real quick, are we're just gonna 50-50 this, or?
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's okay.
That's the easiest way to do it. I'll add a chest in the back, and if you claim diamonds, just put half of it in the chest in the back.
Okay, sounds great.
Or
Sweet,
do you have a post box?
Yes, it's sitting in front of my hab unit.
Actually, I don't have a post box. So scratch that idea. Okay, good. Bye.
Chest in the back, love it. See you later, man.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, absolutely awesome adventure. Gosh, Stam is just such a good builder. Look at those candles up there. I don't know what those are for. Interesting. I wonder if that's like supposed to be smoke or something like that. But anyways, this place is really turning out super well. Look at this guy over there. Look at him. Stam's custom trees. Uh-oh. I'm gonna spend a lot of money there. But what a great adventure that was, hanging out with Stam, building Froglight Farms, doing all that sort of stuff. Man, I got to do more of that in the future. You know, I got to get this tunnel figured out. I got a little design with Foxy, and then some sort of shop down under there. I'd like to hang out with Legion at some point. Oh man, what a great server with a bunch of great people. This is so much fun. Well, now that that shop is done, I guess you know what, we should really do at least the bottom floor here, just make this look pretty and get ready for when we finally actually build our leaf farm, because we haven't done that yet. And I figured, you know, when we build a leaf farm, we're gonna have to build a wood farm as well, so we get the saplings to go with the leaf, you know, all that sort of stuff. Anyways, it just made sense to do a wood farm upstairs. Anyways, I want to break up this area a little bit because this is going to have a kitchen-esque area to it as well. We're going to have the burners right here, probably with the hood fans coming up right here. I think those will be perfect. And I don't think the kitchen has to be super huge, maybe 4 wide. So we'll kind of have this run over to here, and I'm thinking maybe something that size should work pretty well for the kitchen. And then this will be the counter here where you can order your stuff and you can talk to the kitchen folks right after somebody orders. You can just be like, hey, I need stuff with thanks. Maybe we'll round the corners here just because, you know, it doesn't stick up nearly as far. And then we'll have this area for little knickknacks and whatnot. Maybe a little seating area over here. In here can be your little tea shop sort of stuff. And then over here is your eatery. Obviously you need a way to get into the kitchen, something a little bit like this. And I wanted to toy with the idea of actually having oak wooden countertops, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna like this. I don't really know what else to use, to be perfectly honest. And then along the top we can have some tablecloths. I only brought a little bit because I didn't know exactly how many I would need. Yeah, I might swap this out for a different block, maybe some sort of stone-ish type block. And then right here we can have the till, and we can have like a little clicky thingy, right? What are those? Trapdoor. Jeepers. Trapdoor. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. And then I think I want like an azurine wall going up right here. Just something that'll break this up a little bit and, you know, tie into the blue. And then, like I said, over here, we can have either more shop stuff or maybe just a little seating area. I think I want this to be the shop front, more or less. And then over here, we'll just have more seating. Now here, I would like stairs to go up to the wood shop. And yeah, that's stellar. Yep, I really like that a lot. We've got the copycat stairs with the, you know, the, what is it? Jeepers. Strip dark oak log and dark oak wood on the side here. And then we can advertise product going on shelves over here. This is kind of a dead space, but we might be able to do some other things over here, maybe some paintings or something like that. Yep, good choice there. Great, and that brings us up to the wood shop, which we are not focused on right now. We are focused on this, so perfect. That is fantastic. Now that's looking mighty fine so far, if I do say so myself. We've got our little till here, or cash register, got our total on the back, and then I forgot to put a thingy in. That's all right, I'll get that in a second. And then we got our counter here, and this is, you know, one of these is going to be for, ooh, actually, I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these, aren't I? I guess I'll do that one. So this one here is going to be for our builder's tee, and the rest of them are just for display. Yeah, this is working out pretty well. I think I might decorate this kitchen next. Now, my original thought for the kitchen was to actually make it like a little farm, to make the builder's tea farm, but I don't think I'm gonna fit it in there, unfortunately. The kitchen. Now, this is gonna be a difficult part for me. I've never really done, I don't think I've done a modern kitchen anyways, but yeah, we're gonna start off with a couple of flat top grills, right? And then we obviously need an oven, maybe 2 ovens. We could even stack the ovens over here. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, the ovens over there might not be a terrible idea. And to hold those up, we can just have some andesite scaffolding. So those are our ovens, and we can put something on top. I don't know, we'll figure that out. And then over the top here, I was thinking about chutes for the hoods, but those are they're kind of a little far up. Let me just stand on top of these here, flat top. They're kind of up a little bit too far. I don't want them in front of the window, and chutes also apparently are a bit laggy, so maybe we ex-nay the chutes, and instead we hand over to Stam's Iron Farm and we grab a couple of stacks of iron, and instead we'll try anvils. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to put a torch right here, and that should hold that anvil up for just a second, and I just want to kind of see where I want these to go. So we could try that way or that way, and I feel like that way is going to be the winner there, because you'll still be able to see out the window. It still kind of looks like a hood. Yeah, all right, I think that's how we're gonna go. And I think we're gonna have a couple of cauldrons here for deep fryers as well, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make sure that those anvils don't fall. Maybe some string or something. We'll get to that later. Yeah, that's gonna look really nice, and we'll put some trapdoors around this to kind of like finish off that that hood-looking sort of esque thing. I think this is gonna turn out really well. And I want to try a nice alternating pattern of andesite and polished cut andesite. Excuse me, cut andesite and polished cut andesite. I just kind of want to see how it looks. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good for a kitchen floor. And with a little bit of extra decoration and a lot of polished stuff, this is coming along pretty darn well. I want to see if I can get some of the liquid dye in cauldrons just to make these look like deep fryers. You know, maybe get some like brown dye or something in there. It's just some gross oil. Ugh. But yeah, it looks pretty bland, pretty boring, pretty devoid of happiness or life, just like a real restaurant kitchen. Sorry, everyone. I used to work in a restaurant kitchen. Anyways, it needs a bit of decoration and it'll be perfect. Well, with most of this done, I think really the only thing we need to do left is actually build the shop. So I think what I'm going to do is have a couple of rows where you can purchase the leaves themselves, and we'll just use scaffolding for this. And I wonder, yes, it does block your ability to walk through, so that's good. Perfect, so that's great there, and then we'll put leaves on each one of these. I don't think there's 10 leaves. I actually don't know how many there are. Oh my gosh, there's 10. Oh, there's 11. There's pale oak. Darn it. I'll figure something out. And you know what? Actually, I am going to do this differently. I think what I'm going to do instead is I might set things up on like this wall here. So we've got 3 going along here, and then maybe we'll set some up right here. So you got 3 you can purchase there, and then maybe a little table in the center. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is that? 10? I need 1 more. And maybe we'll put 1 there, and then we can put a little decoration or something here, perhaps. Well, actually what we can do is this seems the perfect spot for a little flower pot. There we go. Great. It's kind of funny. I actually don't have all of the leaf types, so I can't put them up for even display. That's kind of embarrassing. Well, that's that. I think that looks pretty great. It's going to look even better once we have all the leaves on there, and we have our little builder's tee here as well. And I think what I might do now is go shopping. Yes, that's right. We had another shop pop up here. Oh, and it looks like, there we go. All of my stuff was gone here, but we have, advertise here. The mall, that's another advertisement. Where is it? There it is, Chosen's Delight, where automation meets temptation. And this is a little sweet treat store. I love sweet treats so much. So they are selling scoria. I believe that's scoria. We've got some berries, some chocolate glazed berries. We have some, what are these, sweet rolls? I need some of those. And scorchia, and I don't think there's a way to get the chocolate bars yet. So we can get 2 of these. That should be totally fine. Are you our little teller? You are, look at that. And they should just drop down through here. And there we go, there's our little package. So once we get a price on the chocolate bars, we can go ahead and buy some of those as well. But I just want to use these for decoration for right now. And I'll make some other things as well. We might sell apples in here or something like that. Like, I'm not going to sell any of this stuff. Obviously, I don't want to step on Chosen's toes, right? But I just want to display them because I think they're really cute and they just kind of fit the aesthetic, right? Yeah, that's super adorable. Golly, the chocolate glazed berries are almost as good as steaks are. As far as saturation is concerned. I just want to cut into our decoration for a little bit. Foxy just got on and we had the court case, and if you haven't checked it out, please go watch Foxy and Stam's videos because it was a riot, absolute riot. I decided not to add it to any of my videos because it really didn't involve me too much. But anyways, I kind of feel bad. For those of you who haven't watched Foxy's video, I'm going to give you a second, just go watch it. All right, welcome back. And essentially what happened was, spoilers, people, go watch the videos. Foxy lost his case, and now he's got to essentially do whatever Stamp tells him for all the IOUs, as well as build a nether hub for the entire server. And I gotta be honest, I kind of feel bad. I really do, because he was trying to do a lot of good for us, right? The people who actually gave out the IOUs. He was really trying to do some good for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write here in this here book and quill to Mr. Foxy No Tail, and obviously we're keeping the lowercase Foxy No Tail. I feel bad that you were doing right by all of us by trying to get us out of our IOUs. I'm genuinely sorry it didn't work out, and I feel that I threw you under the bus a bit in court. Sorry. Please take this book as a token of my apology. This book is a one-time, non-transferable, redeemable token to have me assist you with a task of your choosing. This is not an IOU. This task needs to be reasonable for a person such as myself to accomplish within a reasonable amount of time. This book cannot be redeemed for freebies or discounts of any kind, solely in the assistance of a task. Sorry again for throwing you under the bus, but I look forward to assisting you with stuff in future. Bro. All right, the book is written, and now I just gotta find Foxy and give it to him. All right, Foxy says he's at his island, so let's go give him his book. Foxy! Hello? Hi.
Hello?
Hi. I feel bad about some stuff, and I have this for you. You don't have to read it right now. You can read it on your own time. But yeah, if you want to just get a hold of me, and I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. You do. It's your book now. You do whatever you want to do with it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's all right. I'll talk to you later. All right. See ya. I think he took that pretty well. Well, we got all the leaves in, and I gotta be honest with you, this place is really, really coming together. There's a part of me that wants to put scaffolding under here, yeah, just so they look like tables instead of just hanging out right here. I think this looks way better. I have a plan for the back of this thing too, and I think this area is pretty much done. I'll put a sign here that says like wood shop, you know, with an arrow pointing that way. Let's work on stuff over here. So I think this is a perfect little booth. Maybe one that wraps like this. So we have, you know, a couple of tables, or a table that goes like so. And then over here, we can do a little bit more decoration. We'll just have this whole area itself be a booth. Yeah, and then decor over here. I think that'll look great. I think we'll just have this be an area for seats. So I think we'll do a couple of 4 tops and a couple of 2 tops. I think that'll be fine. Now, this is interesting because the table would be right here. So maybe we change the way this looks a little bit. Yeah, something like this could work. This one feels a little cramped, but we'll see how that works. So we've got a 4 top over here, a 2 top here.
Throw!
Hello?
Mr. Throwlash!
Yes, hi.
Mr.
Hi.
You're not talking, sir.
Oh, hi. Sorry. Hello.
I believe I have the perfect task for you, my friend.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Yes, it's not quite ready yet, but you will love it. I've got it perfect. So thank you very much for that. I thoroughly appreciate it. And if you could maybe get the other people that threw me under the bus to give me something similar, that would really help me out. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, bud. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Yeah, no promises, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, bye.
Well, that was quick, and it certainly wasn't ominous at all. Now, I know this looks really, really weird right now, but it makes sense in my head. We have a 4 top here, a 2 there, a 2 here, And a 2 here. Goodness, I promise it makes sense. It's going to be a little cramped for folks to walk by this way, but I think this is going to work out pretty well. With the way that we have it set up. And I'm not entirely sure what I want to use as far as like seat backs and all that sort of stuff. There's a part of me that wants to go cherry, as this just seems like the kind of place that would do that, if that makes sense. Like, obviously it's not going to work on these here, but that's okay. You know, something along the lines of that. And then we can put our scaffolding in. The other thing that I was thinking about, instead of, oh no, we would still have the seat backs like this. I was also thinking that dark oak might be nice with the pink-ish and magenta-ish tablecloths instead. I might go that route, to be perfectly honest, because I feel like the pink is a lot. So maybe we'll try this, and then we'll do dark oak signs on the side. Yep, I think that works out pretty well. Yeah, that is looking really good. I am loving this so far. What a cutesy little tea shop. And I'm trying out something a little strange for the ceiling. It's a little bit similar to what we've been doing so far over at the lab, where I'm just gonna put campfires and all that sort of stuff all over the roof, essentially. Some of these, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to get to. There we go, because I have to hit them on the side. Can I water bucket them from below? Oh, I can. Sweet. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Now I might get a couple of cherry leaves in here so that way we get the leaves falling, or I might also go get another one of those, what are they called? The blossom thingy that gives off particles. I might get another one of those. The problem with those is they spread the particles out so far. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that one. Anyways, oh, I gotta get a couple more things. 7 should be enough, I think. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. So anyways, I have this idea for a bookshelf right here, and I have a problem. 7 wasn't enough. Look at that. Anyways, I have a problem where this sticks out on the side, and I don't want that to stick out on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some copycat vertical half layers. And I think we're going to do this with stripped oak logs. And can I turn these around? I certainly can. Look at that. Perfect. So now it should just go up like that. Look at that bookshelf. Oh, man, that is super duper dope. I love that. That fits perfectly there. Now, it doesn't really match with the rest of it, but it'll let you know that that is different. And I do like that. And I'm going to do something semi-similar over here, but it's going to be like your more traditional-esque bookshelf. And what do I mean by that? Well, we're going to have these down at the bottom to look like shelves, and then we'll have some chiseled bookshelves in it on the edges, so that way it looks like a real bookshelf, and we'll just scatter these around, and then we'll put normal bookshelf-esque things in here as well. So we'll put these in here. I'm actually going to break this one and put that there. And oh no, that's the only bookshelves that we have, so I'm gonna have to grab a couple more of those. And that might have been the last of my books. Is anybody selling paper? Ruh-roh, Raggy. It doesn't look like anyone is selling paper at the moment. Ow! Ow! What a jerk! That's stupidly hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, how long does this last? Goodness gracious. Doesn't look like anyone's selling paper, so I'm totally not gonna go steal some from Stam. This is my own field that I built myself. Absolutely beautiful stuff. I'm glad I put this gigantic field right behind Stam's building. Anyways, and with a finishing touch of a little pink lamp, there we go. We've got our other bookshelf in. Fantastic stuff. And I really think the only things that we have left to do in the shop is maybe a couple things on the ceiling in here as far as lights are concerned, and just other little tiny decorations around and about. Other than that, man, this place is done. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm in love. I'm in love with this place. Are you ready? All right. Not too much has changed on the outside. I want to get a little hanging sign over here somewhere-ish. I'll get rid of that in just a second, but you can already kind of see on the interior how much better it looks just with something inside. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You ready? Look at how cute this place is. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Now, it's probably going to be a little confusing with all the food all over the place when I'm actually selling, so I might have to get rid of some stuff, but I think it'll be a little obvious once we get, like, you know, the things on the side here that have the diamonds and all that sort of such. But isn't this place just adorable? It's so cute. It's so sweet. It's such a cute little tea shop. And I gotta get somebody to man the register, and I'm probably gonna put Dillian or Dallian back here. Just somebody doing the grumpy kitchen work, and maybe I'll get, you know, Dillian back there and Dallian out here to actually run the store. I think that would be adorable. But man, oh man, am I happy with the way this turned out. And then we have the wood shop coming soon. Upstairs, there's pretty much nothing. I just hid the chutes that go all the way up there. And then up here, I want to put a little menu. I'm just, you know, like a little something that looks maybe like a chalkboard that says menu on it, and then little scribbles or something like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that with the camera mod. It'll look super, super cute. But this tea shop needs a name. If anybody has any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments what you think this tea shop should be named. I have some thoughts, but I would love to hear from you folks. And reminder that it's a tea and wood shop combo, so if you wanted to come up with something along those lines, by all means, it would be really appreciated. Ah, but now I gotta build the wood farm and the leaves farm. Oh boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is unfortunately all the time that I have for today. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, building this absolutely beautiful shop. I'm in love with it. I can't get over it, honestly. But it's been an absolute blast. Thank you again, everyone, for doing this with me. I appreciate you all so much, especially my patrons and my YouTube members. Thank you so much. Your name should be on the screen right now in Dusk's beautiful little art design thingy. Thank you again, Dusk. But folks, that is all the time that I have. Thank you again for being here, and I love y'all so much. Bye!